Hey guys, hey everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video and kind of an appreciation post for what I think is one of the better machines out there. You know, what do I have that based on? I mean, I've tried a bunch of different ones. I had the opportunity to try, the Broadbecks, TW90s, KMGs, Ameribraids, and while all of those are awesome in their own rights, pluses, minuses, attachments, the TorusCNC is what I ended up landing on. And oddly enough, I was dead set on one of the other ones, and then I asked a question on Reddit. Has anybody heard of TorusCNC? Hadn't seen, a ton of reviews, and one guy messaged me back and was like, "Hey, listen, this thing is amazing. I have other grinders, and this one just kind of blows them out of the water." I hadn't seen like any reviews, so it scared me. The price is pretty damn good compared to some of the other ones in the class. But he was like, if you're worried about it, send the owner a email and talk to him. So I sent Rich, Rich Linville's the name of the guy who owns TorusCNC. I sent him an email. I think it was about 10 o'clock at night, and within, I think, 5 or 10 minutes, I got a message back, answering my question, and me and him went back and forth for like 2 days. He, pretty much accommodated anything that I asked, and, even changing out the plug so it would fit the dryer hookup for the 220. But nonetheless, got the machine, and I'm beyond impressed. Again, I had experience work, Broadbeck and TW90 were the two that I had kind of landed on, as well as the Ameribraid. And I had my hands on both of them. I took a class at, actually, shout out to New England School of Metalwork. Took a class with those guys, awesome guys over there, and was able to try, a ton of different grinders, about 8 different grinders, and nonetheless, bought this one sight unseen. And again, to say I'm impressed is an understatement. This guy is a master machinist. I mean, he chamfers everything. Everything is super sturdy, super thick aluminum. Again, I was worried about the aluminum not being as sturdy as the other machine, because all the other ones were, that square stock, steel square stock, but he uses solid aluminum, and even the details on the knobs, I mean, those are all chamfered as well, and just the whole setup is absolutely amazing. To kind of jump into what really made me purchase this was Rich, again, was so responsive. And I had reached out to some of these other companies, and while their customer service wasn't bad, there were responses, and they're big. They got things to do. They're, whatever. Rich is really passionate about what he's doing with his one main product. Actually 2 now. I mean, he has the 3x79, which is a beast from what it looks like. But nonetheless, I bought the whole package. I got it with the 8-inch contact wheel, the small wheel attachment, which at the time did not have the idler wheel. And I had mentioned that as a potential concern. I asked him why he hadn't done that yet, and he wasn't happy with the way it was tracking with his solution that he had at that time. And it wasn't that big of a deal, so I bought it anyways. Again, didn't have the idler wheel. It came with this table, and this table is extremely sturdy, but I like to do kitchen knives and kind of into the bigger knives, and just the design wasn't my favorite. So again, I asked him if he had any solutions coming out in the future, and he assured me that he was working on something. And I was like, fine, I'll, but because it came with the package, got that one. Got the machine, set it up, and it is freaking awesome. The tech top motor seems to be great. Again, don't have much information regarding it, but it seems to be really well built. We'll see how it goes in the future. Now, fast forward a couple months, and he releases a new table and the idler wheel for the small wheel attachment. So I reach out to him, ask him how much I can send him to get those, because this is the new one. And it's similar to like what, a Broadbeck offers. It has that reverse where when you go to horizontal, this will fit around the radius. So much better design. Awesome table. And yeah, instead of telling me a price, again, $260 table on the website, $70 idler wheel or $65 or whatever. Rich said, hey, I know you had mentioned those things as a concern when you were going to purchase it, so I will just send them to you free of charge. This guy is the effing man. I'm a stranger. I am a person who he has never met. We have never talked on the phone. He doesn't know my voice. He doesn't know what I look like. All he knows is I bought his grinder, and he sent me these things for free. Hesitant on mentioning that because I don't want people to expect things like that, but I can't say enough good things about this company. Now, when it comes down to the grinder, it is an absolute beast. It is so good and so smooth, again, compared to some of the other solutions that I tried. I'm just, again, overly impressed. And just to show, this table is very wobbly and not the sturdiest at all by any means. But even with that, you can balance some quarters. Some nickels. And again, this isn't perfectly level right now, but we'll try our best. The wind is blowing them over. That's crazy. Full speed. And I have the 4-inch drive wheel. Also can get a 7-inch drive wheel. Pluses and minuses. Pluses, it goes faster. Minuses, it can bog down a little bit more. So I opted for the 4-inch drive wheel. May try the 7-inch to see which one I like better. But either way, unbelievably happy with this. I wouldn't hesitate for a second to buy this. Also, I'm not going to show it here. I have a couple, actually I can show you an arm. Arm from another company, another attachment from another company, fits perfectly. So I wouldn't worry about that. His solution for going horizontal is awesome. Oh yeah, and by the way, the tolerances for these arms is ridiculous in these slots. Everything, the tolerances on everything of this machine is fantastic. Much better than, again, other things that I've looked at. So he has these quick release, you know, and it, one second, and it just tilts down just like that. And you can put the pin back in, lock it down, and you're good to go. Oh, forgot to take the pin out. Nonetheless, I mean, like I said, everything is chamfered. Everything. Amazing piece of machinery. Oh yeah, one last thing. Currently, the only other one that has it, I believe, is the TW90, but his ratchet tensioner solution is amazing. And even just doing that, I mean, it kept tracking. His tracking, super accurate. Super accurate. You don't need to do big movements, and it stays true perfectly. Perfectly. Going horizontal, back to vertical, stays perfectly. I'll even, let's try going in reverse and seeing how well it's tracking. Not bad. Little tiny, and it stays true. But yeah, love the ratchet tensioner. It's awesome. This is the solution he has come up with for that. Very similar to what the TW90 has to offer, which is awesome. I love the ratchet tensioner. Not a huge fan of the piston. It works, but that was a big selling point for me. And yeah, it was all said and done. It was about $1,000 cheaper than the next option over for me. So really, really amazing deal. Those are all the small wheel attachments. In a little bag. But yeah, unbelievably impressed. I wouldn't hesitate for 1 second to go with the TorusCNC. I think it's one of the best machines on the market. You know, my favorite was the TW90 when I had my chance to put my hands on it, but for the price, I couldn't do it. You know, I'm new, wasn't going to throw over $4,000 on it for that. And honestly, you know, their table connects directly to the arm, which is not ideal. There's a lot of reasons why I didn't like that. So I think having the extra tooling slot is a better solution anyways. But yeah, extremely happy with it. Thanks, Rich, for being so freaking awesome. If anybody has any questions, leave me any, in the comments. And have a great day.